Michael Hayes and Buddy Roberts. They've got a bag there, and they're pulling some jar out of the thing. Sunshine has got a jar. Chavo Guerrero, the missing link, going by. Dark Journey just nails Sunshine. And now, Dark Journey, she has leveled Sunshine. Dark Journey very emotional to start with. And rightfully so, but now I think she has the jar of whatever it is. And now it's Dark Journey and Sunshine one-on-one in the ring. Michael Hayes is being battered by the missing link. Chavo Guerrero's out with Buddy Jack Roberts. Here comes Hot Stuff and Sting getting ready for the title match, along with Missy Hyatt. And Missy Hyatt just nailed Dark Journey. Missy Hyatt nailed Dark Journey, and now she's got the jar. Missy Hyatt's got the jar. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Universal Wrestling Federation. You've just seen some footage of last week's encounter involving Missy Hyatt, who has left the ring, or did last week, with something in a jar. And I'm Jim Ross. Thank you very much for being with us. Michael P.S. Hayes will be doing color commentary throughout the next 60 minutes. And I think at the very top of the program here, Michael, we need to address just exactly what was on your mind and what was in that paper bag, and more specifically, what was in the jar.
Well, more specifically, it's better to have a co-host like me than Bill Watts, right? I knew everybody would be in agreement. No, you see, that broad, we all know who I'm talking about, Dark Journey, who's frustrated because Sunshine's with us and she's not, keeps running her mouth. Just like Sunshine showed her a couple weeks ago and put her where she belonged, right there in the cage. Well, I just thought, and Sunshine and Buddy, we just thought we'd do her a little favor and, you know, kind of straighten her hair up a little bit, man. That's all. We're just trying to rearrange her looks.
Yeah, well, there's a lot more things on your mind, I think, than that. We're going to see the Universal Tag Team Championship on the line in the hour.
You're going to see it change. The new champions will be Buddy Jack and the Angel of Death.
Well, that will remain to be seen. Michael Hayes will be here during the hour. We'll tell you more about what you're going to be seeing in the next 60 minutes, but right now, let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Vicksburg, Mississippi, at 225 pounds, Ken Massey.
The introductions have been completed for Ken Massey as we await the arrival of Chavo Guerrero. Don't forget, also in the hour, a special feature involving Hot Stuff and Hyatt International. I think you'll find that most interesting. We'll hear from General Skandar Akbar. We'll see a tremendous six-man tag team event in this hour. Savannah Jack will be with us, and the super rookie, Steve Cox, will be here in this hour, Michael.
A lot of talk about Steve Cox, a lot of talk about a lot of things going on in the UWF, the thing with Iceman King
Also
Parsons.
introducing from Fountain Valley, California, 228 pounds, Chavo Guerrero. This match, one fall or 10-minute time limit.
There are a lot of controversial things happening right now in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Chavo Guerrero involved as the partner of the missing link in this penalty box situation.
Yeah, well, he asked for it, he'll get it. Good go behind there, takedown. Now goes to a front face lock. There's no doubt Chavo knows his wrestling. See how he's using his legs there to get leverage. Quick snap suplex. It's still holding on to the front face lock. Very good move.
I spent some time in Los Angeles with Chavo just a few days ago. Great maneuver.
See, he has the leg hooked.
In preparation for our big event at the Olympic Auditorium, Michael, I know you're going to be in Los Angeles for that one. There'll be a lot of your show business friends and friends in the music industry there at that time.
I cannot wait for the 27th. And, you know, also, I'm going to be staying out there for a little bit longer because on April 5th, I'm going to be in a rock and roll bowling tournament with Bon Jovi and my good friend Tommy Nast.
That sounds like an interesting situation, and interesting is one way to describe Chavo Guerrero.
Good move by Massey. Very good move. Quick maneuver. Go behind, schoolboy rollover.
Look at Chavo. Comes right into the modified head scissors. I meant modified. It's modifying Massey's looks.
See, that's the thing about a veteran wrestler. He will know a counter for every other counter. Oh, let's get cute and do a kip up. Oh, what a show off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be seeing a videotape A special feature with Cowboy Bill Watts' son, Eric, one of the top high school football players in the nation, who signed with the quarterback coach, Coach Howard Snellenberger, the University of Louisville Cardinals.
You know, Schellenberger also is the one that recruited Namath when he was with Alabama.
That's right. Steve
He also
Sloan,
recruited Jim Kelly.
Kenny Stabler.
Kenny Stabler. He took the Miami Hurricanes to their first national championship. The kid, good move. Good move by Guerrero.
I know you're not a big fan.
He can't do it to me.
I know you're not a big fan. The Cowboy Chavo Guerrero now with Kim Massey up. And Guerrero! Gosh! Boy, that was dynamic.
And see, he still hooked him.
Chavo Guerrero just give Kim Massey a wrestling lesson. Chavo Guerrero, the teacher and the master. He will be in the penalty box situation. And Michael Hayes and I'll be right back after this timeout. That was a great victory for Chavo Guerrero and the fans, the Universal Wrestling Federation, especially us that have grown up around Eric Watts, are very proud of this fine young man, a 4-point student, one of the top 100 football players in the United States, a blue chip quarterback signed by Coach Howard Snellenberger. Let's see this special feature.
Eric Watts, son of UWF President Cowboy Bill Watts, was recently granted a 5-year scholarship to the University of Louisville. Eric played high school football for the Metro Christian Patriots, where he was a blue chip quarterback and defensive end. His abilities don't stop on the gridiron. He also played on the Patriots basketball team and made the National Honor Society by earning a 4-point grade average. All of these qualities made him a top recruit for several outstanding colleges around the country. Ultimately, he chose the University of Louisville with Coach Howard Snellenberger.
Well, yesterday, Coach Howard Schnellenberger from the University of Louisville, the head coach who had coached 3 world championships with the Miami Dolphins and 1 national championship at the University of Miami, was in our school and made a special presentation to a young man and to a family, because I believe that it is a family-oriented program. This is a financial grant and aid agreement with Mr. Eric Watts and the Watts family on behalf of the University of Louisville and Coach Howard Schnellenberger, that Eric would come and participate not only as an athlete but also as a student in grant and aid. All of his tuition, all of his room and board, all of his books and fees will be paid for the next 5 years. And so it's an outstanding scholarship. It's an outstanding opportunity on behalf of the University of Louisville. I want to ask Eric and Coach Randy to come up here, and Mr. Watts, because I believe he has to sign this also to make it official. And if you'll just sign your name right there, and Randy can witness this, and then Mr. Watts, you could.
Coach Snellenberger already has 1 national championship to his credit with the University of Miami, and his goal is to build the University of Louisville to national championship status and become the first coach to win the national championships for 2 different schools. Snellenberger is counting on the young Watts' excellent throwing arm to lead Louisville to a national crown, which puts a heavy weight on his shoulders. But at 6'6" and 225 pounds, Eric Watts has some pretty big shoulders.
Ladies and gentlemen, before this 6-man event gets underway, General Skandor Akbar of Devastation Incorporated has asked for some time.
A while back, shut up and listen to me. A while back, I issued a challenge to 6 of the best wrestlers in the world. Well, I haven't seen anybody come down and accept the challenge. Now, there's a lot of people that are sticking their big, fat, American bulbous noses in my affairs, and I don't like it. And when I'm unhappy, I can guarantee you things are going to happen. I'm talking about Debussy, I'm talking about Cox, I'm talking about Dr. Death, and all those stinking pigs.
This event, ladies and gentlemen, 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, weighing in at a combined weight of 670 pounds, the Glass Man, Bobby Perez and Gary Young. Their opponents across the ring, weighing in a combined weight of 1,070 pounds, Eli Wild Bill Irwin and the
know something that was quite interesting? Of all the names that he mentioned, I did not hear any Freebird name mentioned when he threw out that challenge. And we're the champions. I mean, we're the six-man champs. If I was going to challenge someone, I'd challenge the champions.
Well, I agree. I found that most interesting because when you talk about six-man tag action, you really start with the Freebird. So I'll give you credit where credit's due, Michael, as far as that's concerned.
All right.
General Skandar Akbar, I'm sure.
Holding a belt, and my brother still hasn't got his rematch for it. That was a charitable gift.
Wild Bill Irwin taking over on the Glass Man in this six-man tag match. As Devastation says, Akbar says he has got the premier six-man tag team combination in the world today.
Well, I'll give it to him right there. Quick tags is the way to do it, keeping fresh men in. And he just hurdled. He's just challenging him. That is a move right there. It's a mental move. It's to intimidate somebody, and it's working.
Combined weight, Michael, of 1,070 pounds, and the gang makes 500 of it.
Well, it looks like he makes 500 of it. Looks like 500 pounds of trash in a 2-pound bag, if you ask me. Another good tag. Eli's in there driving a knee to Bobby Perez. Now, see, if it was me, you can notice the bandage on Perez's leg, or my brother's. We'd go right for the leg.
Devastation Incorporated. Akbar, I've heard Akbar claim that his team is the six-man tag champion. Instead of just don't have a belt.
Yeah, everybody knows who the champions are.
One-man gang, along with Wild Bill Irwin and Eli, methodically taking apart this trio made up of Gary Young, the Glass Man, and Bobby Perez. To Gary Young's defense, we have not seen him in action as of yet.
And there he is. And he's firing up on Wild Bill Irwin. Irwin shoots him across. Whoa, he caught him with that boot. That is something you've got to look out for.
And now they bring the Glass Man in.
They're just demolishing them.
Boy, this is carnage. This looks like a wreck on the interstate. Akbar's, Mike, you got to give them credit. They're pretty awesome.
Well, just as you said, credit where credit's due, but this ain't the Freebirds. What are they doing here now? They've got Perez on top of the Glass Man. He's not gonna. Holy man.
747 with a little help from the friends, and that they could have counted to 33 on that one, Michael.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm not the one that was underneath that.
Akbar does have a tremendous six-man combination, and Eli Irwin in the gang. And Michael and I'll be right back. We'll introduce a special feature on Hot Stuff and Hyatt International, and then we'll see tag team action after this timeout.
Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, gentlemen Chris Adams and Terry Taylor. Later on in the hour, you've got a tough contest against Buddy Jack Roberts and the Angel of Death.
I feel good, Bruce, and I have to tell all you people out there how good I feel. You know, I came back from 3 months incarceration, and I learned a lesson in life. I learned that you cannot get everything, you cannot do everything that you want. You have to curb, you have to live by the law. And I want my example to be your example, without you doing what I did. And coming back into the UWF is a great honor to me, especially with Terry as my tag team partner. Now, I know that we're going to defend these a lot, Terry, but today we're defending against Buddy Roberts. Now, he's a Freebird. I know the Freebirds of old. I've had many a bout with the Freebirds. I know what they're like. And the big man, the Angel of Death, 322 pounds. Now, you have to watch that man, of course. But with Terry as my partner and the newness and the greatness that I feel, I'm sure that we can do it, Terry.
I got the same thing with me, champ. It's great to have Chris Adams back. I know y'all feel the same way I do. But when we won these, we knew it was going to be pretty tough. We said, boy, every 30 days we have to defend them once. Then all of a sudden, the stack of contracts starts getting higher and higher and higher. Everybody wants a shot at these because they are the greatest tag team in the world today, in the universe. Now, Buddy Jack Roberts is a great wrestler, and he's always out here talking about the Freebirds. Well, Buddy, you are a good wrestler. You know every single sneaky trick in the book, and you're not afraid to use it. And then Michael Hayes sends out the guy that's 6'7", 322 pounds to do the dirty work, the Angel of Death, because the Freebirds hated that the family doesn't have some sort of hardware. Well, they're looking for the titles. Well, we came into this area for one reason. We told the people we were coming in here to be the tag team champions. We set our sights on that one goal and went straight at it. We went through a lot of adversity, and we are the champions, and we knew it was going to be tough, but we are going to remain the champions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Universal Wrestling Federation. Jim Ross and Michael P.S. Hayes back with you. Michael, recently, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Missy Hyatt called a somewhat of an impromptu press conference. They had something they wanted to relay to the fans of the Universal Wrestling Federation, and basically a major announcement. I'm anxious to hear your comments, and we'll both watch it together here on the monitor, but let's show you now the special feature involving Hyatt and Hot Stuff International.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Eddie Gilbert, I heard you was looking for a partner. Let me be your partner. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because I should be the champion, sucker. I should be the champion. You thief. You slanted, four-eyed thief. You stole that belt, sucker. You stole that belt. Yes, and with friends like you, who need enemies, huh? You jailbird.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert has asked for this time. Eddie, you say you have a surprise for us. Now's the time.
I have a special report is what I've got. I want to let everybody know one of the biggest things that's ever happened in UWF is taking place right now. We have a new acquisition to Hot Stuff and Hyatt International. That's right. Missy Hyatt and myself and Sting and Steiner sat down, and we decided to bring along a new man, a man with a great new attitude, and I want to bring him out here right now. Everybody's just going to love him. I love his attitude. Look at him, our party man, Iceman King Parsons. Welcome.
What it is.
Welcome.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Well, Eddie Gilbert, I do have a question for you. You have the acquisition of Iceman King Parsons, but you also acquired something else, and it's something that the Freebirds I know want back. It's a jar. Would you like to tell us exactly what that jar is and what you plan to do with it? I know the Freebirds want it back.
Well, the Freebirds can want and won't and won't and won't and won't. But see, we got the jar. We're not going to tell anybody what's in the jar, but Iceman, I think maybe you know what's in the jar and what can happen with the stuff that's in the jar, right?
See, I went a long way back with them low-life Freebirds. Yeah, they told me about the cream, the magic powder. Ooh, Lord, it's going to get nasty, y'all. It's going to get nasty.
See, Bruce, and I know a lot of people wondering why. Why is Iceman? Why is his new attitude the way he is? Why is he with Hot Stuff and Hyatt? Well, it's because those no good people, no good friends that call themselves the Iceman, like Chris Adams, like Savannah Jack, the way they turned on him, stabbed him in the back. Well, that's just fine. He's with a group now that he can trust, that can be his friends till the very end. And Michael Hayes, you can want that cream all you want to, but when you snooze, you lose. And finders keepers and losers weepers.
Well, Michael, there you hear it. Iceman King Parsons, now a associate of Missy Hyatt and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And I'm wondering how's Missy and Iceman going to get along with some of the things she has said in the past.
Well, I don't know, but I want to know where's my cream. That's a walking time bomb.
I understand that.
That's a walking time bomb. That's mine, okay?
It's a very serious weapon.
Yes, it's a very serious weapon. And it was meant for somebody else. It wasn't meant for them. It's not their property.
Well, I'll agree with you that. It's not their property, but they do have possession of it. That's 9/10 of the law, as they say.
Something else crosses my mind. I wonder how Rick Steiner is going to feel about Iceman joining up with Hyatt and Hot Stuff.
Another very interesting question that we'll have to address. In any event, the Iceman fully entrenched with Hyatt and Hot Stuff International at this point in time. Knowing the Iceman, who knows his tenure. Right now, we are ready to go to the ring, and let's go up to Mike Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Dallas, Texas, at 230 pounds, Kenny Johnson.
Kenny Johnson will be taking on Iceman King Parsons. And I'm just wondering, as we await the arrival of the Iceman, if Hyatt and Hot Stuff will be escorting him to the ring.
Well, as I can see they are, I'm interested. I want to see how the fans' reaction is.
I find it a very, very unusual union here with Michael Hayes talking to Eddie Gilbert, wanting his cream back, and there is the family. I asked Missy High one time about this, and she said, well, we didn't have any positions open on our staff for the Iceman. And I said, I don't think that's what he's got on his mind. He's not a driver.
No, I don't think so. He'll drive you home with that left hook.
And new ring attire to boot. Maybe Missy bought that for him.
You know, what crosses my mind is, do they think they can trust him?
That's a very good question. Let's go to Mike Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, what a great day in the history of professional wrestling. Introducing now to you the newest member of Hot Stuff and Hyatt International, the great one from St. Louis, Missouri, at 235 pounds, our party man, Iceman, King Parsons. Have mercy.
Well, there's the reaction by
this
the
match,
fans.
1 fall or 10-minute time limit.
And I don't think he's used to having that kind of reaction from fans.
I don't think he cares anymore, Michael.
Well,
I really don't.
I'll tell you the truth, that's how I look at it. Some places we go, people love us. Some places people hate us. I use the crowd motivation. It doesn't motivate me one way or the other. You've got to have it inside, and we'll see if he does.
UWF will be in some tremendous cities like Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, I can't
Omni.
wait. I had a good time there, me and Buddy and Sunshine, with good friends Joe Pedicino and Bonnie Blackstone. Atlanta loves the Birds, and the Birds love Atlanta. And I always feel at home in the Omni.
Iceman King Parsons
there's
with
that chop.
Oh.
You see, he started dancing. Johnson was watching his feet. He got a chop.
Parsons, who I have mentioned, and there's Missy and Eddie.
Wait.
I wonder what they're looking at, Michael. You have any
They got
ideas?
that cream in there.
I don't know. I bet they don't let it out of their sight. They shouldn't. Like you said, you so aptly described it as a time bomb.
Well, Iceman there had Johnson pinned, picked him up. Wants to inflict more punishment, obviously. Sending a message to Chris Adams and, I suppose, Savannah Jack.
So, Iceman King Parsons looking forward to going back to St. Louis, so we get our details worked out there. We will be there soon.
Oh, good move.
Face first suplex. Face first. The knee to the back.
He's just punishing him. He's just punishing him.
Now look at that cover.
How cocky.
Iceman King Parsons. In the family, I guess he's been adopted by Hyatt and Hot Stuff International. That's going to be some interesting developments in the next few weeks. And Missy's approving now of the newest member of their corporation. And Michael Hayes and I'll be right back. And Savannah Jack will be in action when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Pensacola, Florida, at 231 pounds, Mike Boyette. And introducing their current UWF television champion from Savannah, Georgia, at 250 pounds, Savannah Jack.
Well, I hope Savannah Jack's ready.
This match, 1 fall or 10-minute time limit.
Last week we seen Boyette and Eddie Gilbert almost upset the current champions, Chris Adams and Cherry Taylor. And if he was to beat Savannah Jack right here, that put him in the #1 slot against the one-man gang. What an upset it would be. Boyette's an experienced veteran. He's off the wall, but he knows how to get the job done. Collar and elbow, clean break. Nope. See, tricked him.
Definitely off the wall.
Good move.
Definitely off the wall. UWF on its way to the Met Center in Minneapolis, the Mecca in Milwaukee, Cobo Arena in Detroit, Michigan. Also, hopefully, the Kiel Auditorium in St. Louis.
I see the Iceman.
Speaking of St. Louis, there goes the Iceman
How apropos.
to the ring.
And what's it? He's got a bag of cookies.
That's what he had here last week. That was real disgusting in my bringing Oreo cookies out there. I thought it was very, very degrading. Now look at the Iceman out there. Savannah Jack has just seen Iceman Parsons and his bag of Oreo cookies. And we're not sponsored by Nabisco, so this is the Iceman situation.
I guess so. Savannah Jack, good clothesline to Boyette. See, the distraction could give Boyette the chance to come from behind and take advantage of the situation.
It also may elevate the Savannah Jack to a higher plane as well.
True.
And, he's nailing Boyette with those right hands.
And the referee's doing nothing about it either. Good legal knee to the midsection. Boyette trying to fire back. Forearms across the back. Good arm drag by Boyette.
Boyette's a veteran. Right hand buried to the midsection. Now Boyette's trying to take over on Savannah Jack as the referees once again are having to restrain the Iceman.
Good leapfrog.
Oh, good grief, what a super kick. Boyette was almost beheaded with that super kick.
See how quick the pace and things can change.
I also saw how quick that Iceman left the ring area with his Oreo cookies, and we'll be back. The UWF Tag Team Championship will be on the line. It's the Angel of Death and Buddy Jack Roberts against Terry Taylor and gentleman Chris Adams when we come back.
This match for the Universal Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers from the Freebird family. From Anaheim, California at 322 pounds, the Angel of Death. And from Bad Street, USA at 230 pounds, Freebird Buddy Jack Roberts. Also in their corner, Sunshine.
The Angel of Death and Buddy Jack Roberts as Sunshine assists. And the crowd in anticipation of Terry Taylor and gentleman Chris Adams' arrival. The Big Angel looks like he's primed, Michael, and ready to go at 322. He'll also be back in Southern California on March 27th.
Yes, he will. UWF people have wrote for months and months. They want to see it on tour. It's hitting it. It's going to hit the whole country.
The month of April and May, you'll expect a lot of big announcements nationwide. With the Universal Wrestling Federation, you'll be able to see it first time, the most intense pro wrestling action in the world today. And that's not a brag, that's fact. And we prove it every night.
Just like Dizzy Dean said, if you can do it, it ain't bragging.
Terry Taylor and gentleman Chris Adams. Very popular champion.
And now, the current UWF Tag Team Champions from Vero Beach, Florida at 234 pounds, Terry Taylor. And from England at 233 pounds, gentleman Chris Adams. Once again, this match for the UWF Tag Team Championship, one fall or television time remaining.
Chris Adams from Stratford-on-Avon, England.
Yeah, that's what he ought to do, is go door-to-door selling Avon.
Well, right now he's going door-to-door as the UWF Tag Team Champion.
See, that's something I never really quite understand. My friends in Security Kennels in Little Rock, they asked me, how did these two guys end up with the belts when they weren't even a paired team when the thing started?
Well, your friends asked a very legitimate question, and hopefully if they followed the tournament, they saw how the state of affairs changed several times during that tournament. And it is a good question. Someone said, who won the tournament? Terry Taylor and Chris Adams. They said, well, they weren't even entered. That's exactly right. It's a very good point. But I think as the thing transpired, it was a fair thing to do. And it could have been the Iceman with the championship if he could have defeated Hot Stuff and, Sting and Steiner, but he lost a coin toss.
Well, you know, the situation will be rectified right here when my brother and the Angel of Death take the belts.
Also, Buddy Roberts and Michael Hayes deeply involved in the penalty box matches. There's the championship belts they're competing for. You know, Mike, I had a good look at that cage. Of course, up here when you put me in a very embarrassing situation when Sunshine threw Dark Journey in the cage, but be that as it may, that's water under the bridge. There's not much room in that cage. If two people got in there at once, especially two women, well, they would be face-to-face, wouldn't they?
Hey, I tell you what.
Nowhere to hide.
Sunshine gets a hold of her, she's going to get the beating of her life.
Chris Adams and Buddy Roberts, they're certainly no strangers to each other.
No, but you see they're scoping each other out. I mean, this is a match that could headline any major arena in the world today, and it's right here on television. Now, did you see that? That was an illegal move. That's your term for popular champions. Buddy's got a pin, and Taylor rolls him over. Now, come on, that's twice.
Hope you don't lose your composure here now. We haven't seen you in a few weeks. I hope you can just
Yeah, but you know, see, we were just talking about the distractions, interference. It's third time in a row. Third time in a row.
The Angel of Death is pleading your case for you, Mike.
Look, no tag. No tag.
That's
Am I right?
You're
no
right.
tag.
There was no tag.
Yeah, that's just how they got the belts. They were given to them.
There just absolutely was no tag. Now, they defeated a very tough team in Sting and Steiner in a very closely fought matchup in Fort Worth, Texas to win the titles, but the referee is maybe being swayed a little bit by this partisan crowd here. As Taylor punishes Buddy Roberts with a headlock. Now, there was a tag.
Well, it's about time they did something legal.
Suplex falling away with Buddy Roberts is gentleman Chris Adams.
Come on, Bud, get up, baby. Come on, if he's stupid enough to give you time to recover, beat him up. See, he should have tried to cover Buddy there.
Time permitting in the hour, we'll have another look at the
now, see, there it was. Come on,
Cox.
Fergie.
Well, the referee, I'm going to admit, agree with you, Michael, was a little bit out of position there. He's quizzing Terry Taylor about that situation.
Hey, look, I know it's not an easy job, especially with the tag situation. You got 4 people to watch. But, I mean, that's 3-4 times Buddy's had him pinned, and Taylor keeps pushing him back over. But if I did it, if I did it, let's suspend Michael. Let's get rid of PS. Very double standardish. Good solid tackle off the ropes. Good, well-placed knee by Buddy Jack. That's the veteran in him.
And he
there
makes
you go,
the
tag the fresh man.
Very timely in the tag. Here comes the Angel of Death, and Chris Adams right to the side headlock, and there's a tag to Terry Taylor. 322 pounds, the Angel of Death, 6'7", 3-sport star in college. He's a great athlete.
Yes, he is a great athlete. He's a great wrestler.
I saw him with some drop kicks that are devastating for a man his size. Dropping down.
Good leapfrog. That's what a surprising move. Good drop kick by Taylor. Back to the headlock's a smart move.
Taking the big man off his feet and down on the mat. And look, he's not 6'7" any longer.
Come on, guys. Don't play into their hands. Use your game plan. There you go. Take him in the corner. Hit him. Add up, baby. Use all 322. Atta boy.
Clubbing away. He's a big man, and he is effective with those big hands.
Whoa. Good turn by Gao.
Another tag. Taylor and Adams tagging in very crisply, very timely. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a commercial break in just a few moments. As a matter of fact, let's take this opportunity to go back to the local station, and this word will be right back.
Come on, Angel.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and Terry Taylor and gentleman Chris Adams double teaming the Angel of Death.
Yeah, things haven't changed much since we left. They're still cheating.
Well, I will say this, they're not following the rules right down to the letter. But maybe, as you said, fighting fire with fire is the modus operandi.
Well, then maybe
matchup.
we'll just give them a taste of their own medicine.
Well, you guys are very proficient with stretching the rules, but that's, you know, there's a 4 count. The referee's got to see it. There's a lot of criteria there. And Buddy Jack is articulating in his own unique way with referee Carl Fergie.
Come on, buddy.
Buddy Roberts.
Come on, baby. Bring them belts home.
These two guys have had a great rivalry for a long time, Roberts and Taylor.
They sure have. It ain't about to end right now either.
Buddy has questioned Taylor's masculinity.
I do too.
On occasion. Do you really?
Yes, I do. I really do. I mean, of course, everybody can't look like PS, but...
Sunshine somewhat concerned.
Well, of course, all the rule breaking that's going on. And none on our part, I might add.
Side headlock. Terry Taylor has it expertly applied.
They've been staying with the side headlock most of this match.
Can't wait to get some of the new areas.
I can't wait for them to win, get the belts.
The Met Center in Minneapolis. What a beautiful facility.
Whoa, good boot.
Right to the face of Terry Taylor. The young ladies in the audience certainly don't like that.
Very good move there. Very good. They did tag. They did tag. Buddy shot him off, dropped down. The Angel caught him with that size 15. And now he's drone it home. He's smelling victory. Come on, boys. Kick it in gear. Bring it home to daddy. Good move.
That's power. That's power wrestling, and that's high impact. I mean, at its best.
That's
there.
UWF Wrestling. Power. Come on, Angel. Cover him now. You've got him. Don't give him time to recover. Stay on him. See, he's staying to the small of the back. He knows he's got that back hurt.
And at 6'7", he gets a long way up there. When he comes down, he's got some velocity.
There it is. Now tag Buddy in. Come on. They're getting it rolling their way.
And they're keeping Taylor in their side of the ring. Expert. I'll tell you, you guys have got it. You've got it down. I'll give it to you, Michael. The tag team wrestling, you all are as good as anybody I've seen, especially in those 6-man tag team combinations.
Well, we are the best, and right now we're going to prove we're the best in the Australian 4-man. And Taylor driving his shoulder into Buddy. Went for a turnbuckle. Buddy reversed it. Whoa, what power. People don't, they look at Buddy's size because he's not quite as big as me or Bam Bam or the Angel and think he don't have power. They're crazy. Because he hurled him into that.
Head first. Now Buddy coming off those second ropes. Taylor with all that velocity. And Taylor is in some deep trouble here. And remember, if you just joined us, the Universal Tag Team Championships on the line right here on television.
Beautiful. Cover him. Hook the leg. That's it. This could be it. Come on, Fergie. Count quicker.
Taylor mustering.
He's in pain.
He's mustered everything he had to kick out.
Come on, don't let him tag.
He's dragging himself to the corner.
Come on, Angel, get him. Atta baby. Keep him on our half of the field.
Taylor was literally dragging himself to the corner to make the tag to Chris Adams.
Now, Angel, there you go. Boston Crab working that back. That is tag team personified, baby. Look at Adams. Now, if you come off top rope, that's a DQ. I think he wants to get disqualified. He sees they're going to lose.
Taylor has got the bottom rope, and that will cause a break. But the Angel right back on him. He's showing him he is gaining some great experience being with the Freebird family.
Well, shouldn't he?
And now Taylor's fighting back. Taylor showing that great fighting heart, all the punishment he's been subjected to now.
Reverse backbreaker.
This could be it right here.
Let's listen, Cole. I think he said, yeah. He said he wanted to give up. Ring the bell, Fergie. I heard it. Hey, that's illegal. Man, this is ridiculous.
Well, that's certainly one way to break a hole. Sunshine up on the apron. She's back down. The Angel has made the tag.
Come on, Buddy,
Buddy Jack.
Get him, Buddy.
Buddy was a step slow on that one, and Adams has made the tag.
He used the point of the boot. He's using a fist. Nothing but illegal moves. There you go, Angel. You guys want to play dirty? We'll show you how.
The Angels, what's he doing in there? What's Taylor doing in there? All 4 men in the ring. The referee's just about to lose control of this situation, and the tag titles are on the line here.
Well, we took all we could take. Come on, guys. Go ahead, beat them both at the same time.
Adams with right hands, and Buddy Roberts may not be on Bad Street after this one.
Whoa!
The Angel ran into Chris Adams.
And Buddy clotheslined the other one. Now they got him. Angel shoots Taylor in. Whoa, he missed the clothesline.
Taylor's got the 5-arm. Taylor has 5-armed the 322-pounder all the way outside the ring.
Buddy's going for the bulldog.
Adams reversed.
No.
Belly to back suplex.
His left shoulder was up. No. Man, that's the biggest ripoff since they stole the title from Bam Bam.
Terry Taylor and Chris Adams with a decisive victory, a hard-fought one, but they're still the tag team champions, and we'll be back. We've got more time, and we'll be back with a sensational rookie, Steve Cox, after this timeout from the UWF.
They don't deserve him.
Ladies and gentlemen, an interesting situation has arose with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Missy Hyatt, Iceman King Parsons. Eddie, maybe you can elaborate a little bit. You've got the services of Iceman King Parsons, and also maybe you can tell me a little bit about the Cream. Cream. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll call the Cream some hot stuff, because, you know, the Cream goes back a long ways. I remember just a few years back, when the fabulous Freebirds got a hold of the Cream, and something very, very bad happened. Well, we came across the Cream a little accidentally, you know, but myself and our newest member, I might add, of Hot Stuff and Hyatt, or Hyatt and Hot Stuff International, Iceman King Parsons, well, when we take this Hot Stuff Cream that we have now, what we're gonna do with it, it's not gonna happen accidentally, Bruce Pritchard, and we're not going to tell you what we're going to do, but Iceman, tell the people how it feels to be a part with us now.
Can you dig this, people? Now, here's a man that promised me goals unlimited. I'm tired of my so-called friends smiling in my face and just stabbing me to death. That's right, I'm talking about Chavo. I'm talking about Chavo.
They used you.
The missing link.
Oh.
And that little skinny Houston, weigh about 150 pounds with 2 sledgehammers in his back pocket. Well, no more. This man right here, Mr. Gilbert, told me anything that I think I'm gonna do, he's big enough to bag me up. Can you dig it? Chris Adams, you jailbird. Savannah Jack. Savannah Jack, you's a real black grizzly Oreo. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Can you dig it? Have mercy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would say the majority of the fans here are very ecstatic about the victory. We just saw Terry Taylor and gentleman Chris Adams. As Buddy Jack Roberts is incoherent as usual going by, I can understand his apprehension. But Michael, let's address the situation. There's a young rookie.
They got ripped off. That's a situation.
All right, well, let's don't go into that now. Let's stay on our situation here. Steve Cox, sensational rookie. You were a rookie at one time, as everybody that starts, quite obviously. But this kid has made a great impact, especially on General Skandar Akbar.
Yes, he has, but the one thing that crosses my mind is you're jumping right into the fire. You hit the nail on the head. He's a rookie. Akbar and his gang are class veterans.
Some people say that he may not make it through his rookie year. That's Akbar's sentiments, and Akbar may not make it through the year when his 5 minutes comes along with Ted DiBiase. We'll see Steve Cox in action in just a few moments, but let's go back in time and see how he came to help Ted DiBiase when the Iceman walked.
When I signed this match, I was confident that I had a partner I could trust, and I'm talking about you, Iceman. But right now, I'm a little bit worried. 2 weeks ago, we signed this contract, and I knew I could trust you. But I'm going to tell you, right now, I'm not sure about you, and I want to know one thing. Are you with me or not?
What's your problem? I ain't did you nothing. I was talking about you. Now you acting like that jailbird in the back in that Oreo cookie. Jailbird?
Well, let's break it down right here. Iceman King Parsons is just standing back and watching it happen.
Yes, but Ted DiBiase is in a lot of trouble right now because I don't care who you are, you can't hang on. Steve Cox. Steve Cox has just come out.
The young protege is there.
Right, and this Tulsa crowd is really responsive to him. A while longer, he won't wait because he'll know that nobody else will. You got to take and fight fire with fire. But still, having him in that corner has got to give DiBiase great hope. He's no longer alone. Oh, Bill Irwin really came for the coup de grace then, Jim, and DiBiase got out of the way. If he can make a tag, he'll have a fresh partner in the ring.
DiBiase's going that way, and there's the tag.
Steve Cox.
And Cox is hammering away at Irwin. It's tooth and nail.
He lied the eliminator from behind. Cox is standing right in it. DiBiase is standing. They're walking tall, and they're giving it back. This is a Donnybrook.
It's a Pier 6 brawl here on the UWF. DiBiase with a drop kick. And Irwin and Cox are still fighting.
Too strong. Irwin couldn't drive him in. Cox is so powerful. Akbar is pretty upset about this development. He thought he had it all his way.
Devastation leaving the ring. Steve Cox and Ted DiBiase standing up to the challenge. Akbar is incensed, but this Cox kid is definitely for real.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first from the Far East, the Super Ninja. His opponent at 245 pounds from right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Steve Cox. This match, 1 fall or television time remaining.
Steve Cox picking up some of the mannerisms of Steve Dr. Death Williams, his mentor. And he has a great teacher, Dr. Death, one of the most awesome athletes. And speaking of the Far East, Dr. Death, very successful thus far in his American tour of Japan. We'll report on that. Steve Cox in there with the toughest man to date that he has been in the ring with, the Super Ninja. But we haven't seen Cox go down too many times. He's a 500-pound bench presser, but he's in there against a tough man, a martial arts expert, the Super Ninja. Cox, the former football All-American and captain of the University of Tulsa football team, body slammed by the Super Ninja. The Ninja, we're going for the elbow, but Cox moved out of the way. This rookie is learning very quickly. And now it's Cox with a side suplex. Steve Cox with a side suplex. He's got the leg grapevine and another victory in impressive fashion. His one-loss record is spotless. Steve Cox with a victory. It's been a great hour, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Cox with that super victory. We talked about the six-man situation. We'll talk more about that next week. Michael Hayes wants his jar back with his cream. We'll talk about that. The Iceman King Parsons development. It's going to be a great hour right here next week. We'll talk more about our national tour for our whole crew. For Michael P.S. Hayes, I'm Jim Ross saying have a great week, and we'll see you right here next week.